Welcome back everyone. It's been a few weeks since the last video. I'm going to go through a bit of an update today on what's next and what's happened since that lovely run in Nice. Feels a world away from it now, back in Northern Ireland weather. But we're going to do it around the park run, not any park run. The very first park run I ran in 2012, where I ran my 100th park run, Christmas Day 2018. And the first park run ever set up in Northern Ireland, Belfast Waterworks. Welcome to Waterworks Parkrun, the first ever set up in Northern Ireland. Still with the greatest team of volunteers. Hey volunteers, thanks buddy. Yeah, we came back from Nice, took a few days off, ran up to Knocker in Green Island, quite hilly, and I felt about halfway, my right calf, right celeste, just tighten up. Finished the run, which was a mistake. Limped about for a few days. Took a few days off and tried to run Carrick Parkrun last week before, sorry. Broke down, couldn't run at all after about a mile and a half, so went to physio, took 11 days off, and here we are, 1.5 mile in again, still going strong, fingers crossed. Just embarking on what's affectionately known as the Travelator. You can see why. On the second of the two hills after the Travelator. This is much less of an incline, but about 3 times as long, and this is the second time I've done it because Waterworks Parkrun is a 2-lap course. The good thing is you get the first hill, the Travelator, a kilometre flat, this long uphill, and then you're downhill to the finish. Just back from the park run, showered and changed after getting soaked there. Forgot to cover off actually what's coming next. Had to rush away from the waterworks, which well and truly lives up to its name today. Next week starts the Born to Run, Run Force Run Trail 10k series, just as last year, where you can see how badly those went at the playlist just here on the channel. It again starts in Minnerburn Forest in Belfast. Tough course from memory, with the entirety of the second half being entirely uphill. So it's right in there at the deep end, and I'll have that video up next week on the channel. And the aim for that is just to get a better time than last year, which I think is 1:02, an hour and 2 minutes, and also no more calf injuries. Going to take the Nike Pegasus Trail 3s next week due to the predicted heavy rain forecast, much like today, although hopefully that's going to change before tomorrow, where around 20,000 runners will be taken to the streets of Dublin for the return of the Dublin Marathon. And it's the first time in 3 years since the arrival of COVID-19, the Dublin Marathon has been able to be run as usual. So I'm just going to go down and spectate that one, cheer some local runners around the course and over the line, and maybe treat myself to a pint, as is customary in Dublin. And just a special mention actually, the local running legend, McClure, running his umpteenth Dublin Marathon, mere weeks after Berlin, London and a local trail marathon, making it 4 marathon races for him in 6 weeks at the ripe old age of, we'll just say 60s, which is incredible, and he makes it look so easy as well. So thanks for watching everyone, and join me next week for the Minnerburn 10k race and see what happens there, running with a few of the usual suspects. So yeah, we'll catch up then.